This short movie shows how to use the Data Explorer to easily analyze a data set and extract interesting statistics. The example is the result of a nutritional survey, where a panel of senior people have been asked about their food habits. On the right, we find the list of fields that are part of the dataset. In pink, the qualitative fields. The gender, the marital status, and the kind of fat used in cooking. In blue, the quantitative fields. The weekly consumption of meat, fish, fruits, vegetables, chocolate, the daily number of coffee and teacups. Finally, the height and weight of the person. In between, the various tools that we can apply to these fields. Let's start with the classical pie chart. We see that our sample counts 226 people, with about 62% of women. 119 people live in couple, 98 people are single, and 9 people live in family. We can also see these data as a bar graph. Change the displayed field. Have the breakdown in each class. In percentage, we can see different breakdown of the gender according the type of fat matter. A chi-square test confirms that the two fields are not statistically independent. We can change again the type of graph, swap the fields, go back to one field. Extract the data corresponding to a specific modality of this field, and redo a partial analysis of this subset. We can also display the crossing of two fields as a table. We note that people living in family consume more butter than the average profile, shown in black. We now turn to the quantitative fields. We have the traditional statistics, with average, standard deviation, variance, etc. As well as class dispatching. Here is the correlation matrix of the fields. Unsurprisingly, we find a strong correlation between the height and the weight. In order to refine the analysis, we remove these fields. We see better a negative correlation between coffee and tea consumption. Here is a principal component analysis of these very fields, which try to separate the points of the plot at the best. All the graphs being linked together, we can use a bar graph of the gender to identify the men and the women in the plot. We note that women are less scattered than men. The correlation circle shows an axis opposing coffee and tea, and the chocolate independent of the other habits. A variance analysis shows a statistical independence of the meat regarding the kind of fat, but a dependence regarding the fish consumption. You have seen some of the features of the Data Explorer. Thanks for watching.